Welcome back to Bayou Time. I'm Jacob DeGate, and it's now my pleasure to be joined by Bubba Orgeron, who has just been named the new superintendent of Terrebonne Parish Schools to take place whenever Philip Martin retires. So congratulations and thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so we're talking a little bit. You just found out last night. Can you tell me, how you feel about finding that out?
Well, I'm still a little in awe, to be honest with you. I'm honored. It's an honor to serve this community. I just can't express that enough, how thankful and grateful I am to serve. I want to ultimately serve our kids and our schools, and I want kids to succeed beyond their time with us, so that when they get out beyond us, they can compete and succeed and do well. So that's our goal. We want to educate so that they can be really successful beyond their time with us.
All right. Well, tell me a little bit about your background. Were you from this area, or and what you were doing before?
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm originally from South Lafourche. I'm a South.
I guess Orgeron. I figured
right.
that.
and the question I get always, are you a relative of Coach O? And yeah, the answer is yes.
Okay.
I think the story goes our grandfathers were first cousins, so we're both LaRose guys and LaRose natives. And most Orgerons with an O are related down the line. But that's where I was brought up, and I've been in Terrebonne Parish for 7 years, and I reside here as well. But my previous work experience has been in the Lafourche community. I was a teacher and a principal and a supervisor in Lafourche, and I've been here for 7 years as assistant superintendent. And last night, that changed to superintendent.
Well, I know you just got the news, but do you have any, plans in store for when you take over on what you envision, on how you envision handling that job?
Yeah. So there's a lot of things we'd like to do, but our primary task is we're still in recovery from Ida. I spoke to Rotary today, and we showed a video clip, and if anybody in the audience would like to see that, it's on our Facebook page. You go to the Terrebonne Parish website, and on the Facebook page, from that link, you can find it. And it's a scrolling slideshow of some of the damages that happened to our schools that you probably didn't see, when you drive by. You see the front of a building looks pretty good. Well, the back might be totally annihilated, so to speak. And some of the interior pictures are just devastating. Collapsed ceilings and walls that you just don't typically see by just driving around. So we sustained a lot of damage. And I know Mr. Martin's been on here on HTV to talk about some of that, but we're still in that mode of recovery. We have 4 schools, as most people know: South Terrebonne, Ellender, and Upper Little Caillou and Grand Caillou Elementary, who are not in their buildings and probably won't be for a while. But good news on the horizon. As we're here today, there are temporary campuses being erected on both the campus of Ellender behind the school and in the front yard at South Terrebonne. So those will be ready to go for this coming school year, so that platooning system will come to an end. So they'll have a regular, normal schedule. And I said this in my interview for this position, that they're going to be first-class facilities. They're temporary but well-constructed modular buildings. The architect told me 170-mile-an-hour wind capacity. So they're well done. They're going to be connected with boardwalks and covered walks, and have a cafeteria and a band room and all the things that they have in a high school. And the beauty of that, obviously, they'll be on site.
And that's enough
in their community.
And that's enough to house all the students at one time?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. And there was enough space in the front yard at South Terrebonne to really probably have enough space for all that, and still have some green space on either side, And then we're going to work on having the turf field at South Terrebonne ready to go for the upcoming season. So we had to redo all the lights. What happened with the field? The lights shattered, and all that glass ended up in the little rubber pellets on the field. So we couldn't clean it up. It was just too extensive, and it was like little shards. So there's no way you could get it out. So we had to take all the rubber pellets out, and then reinsert all the pellets, and the lights got redone. Most of them failed, but those that remain, they had to, we just changed all that out, and it'll be ready to go, which is the good news. The next thing for the people in those communities, we do have a debris company that's working. They're working on the northern part of the parish, and they're working southern to the south. So all of that debris in the South Terrebonne community and other communities around Ellender, where Ellender School's at, that's all going to be picked up relatively soon. So that'll help kind of just start cleaning up and getting, a sense of, getting back to something that's more,
Sure. And
conducive for kids.
Has there been any decision on long-term on what to do, or is that all still decisions that have to be made?
Yeah. Unfortunately, we're still waiting on word from FEMA. So we have project managers for all of our schools. So we have 2 project managers that are hired, and we split our schools basically in half, and one project manager got half and the other got the other half. And then every school has an architect, a local architect assigned to one of the schools. And their task, the main task, is to kind of get an assessment value to repair it. And then there's a rule, like in the 4 schools I mentioned, if that assessed value is over 50% of the repair,
then you got to start from
then
scratch.
you may start from scratch, right? But that's a process that we've got to gather, or they've got to gather, give to us, so we can give to FEMA, so that they can kind of give their seal of approval. Yes, we'll fund a brand new building, or we'll fund repair, and that's going to make our decision.
Well, thank you very much for coming on, and again, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Look forward to seeing what you can do.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you.
Stay tuned for more right here on HTV.